All right, guys, so we just picked up this Audi B5 S4. It's in amazing condition, and we bought it as is, and it needs a little bit of work, but it's a super clean car. So I'm just waiting right now for the bill of sale from the gentleman, and then we're pretty much driving off in it. So we pulled up in the B8. Beautiful car. So we got the head out now. All right, well, that's the first video of the broken down S4. So we're waiting for a tow truck to arrive. Should be here shortly. All right, there we go. We're gonna get it home, so that's it for now. Let's get on out. Oh, check engine light on this. We're on our way to FC Garage right now. We're going to start pulling the engine out of the blue S4 and start swapping over all the components, the intake manifold, the timing belt kit, water pump, all that kind of stuff over to the new engine, and with the mission of finishing this car probably by the end of the month, something like that. So it's a lot of work. I already have a lot of work to do, so as I can find free days here and there, I'll come down here to FC Garage and do some work. So it ends up working out. We got a little corner of shop space over here, and we try to keep everything tidy, but man, when you're doing a freaking engine swap, it's a little tough. So we're gonna start the day now. We just pulled up. I got my BMW X5 right here. This is a 2013 with, it's either 40,000 miles or 60,000 miles, I can't remember. It's a beautiful car. It's misfiring right now, so I don't know what it's related to, but we got to figure that out and get that all done. But let's get in the shop, let's do some work, and get going with the day. So we unwrap the engine. That's what we're working with. So we're gonna remove the accessories, stuff like that, and then pop it over onto the car. Let's see. All right. Hey, you're gonna get my video copyrighted, dog. I just messed around. I said you're gonna get my video copyrighted, bro. Are you on live? No, I just messed it. This is the Audi engine, and we have Manny over here pulling off the front end. So we've unplugged most everything. Engine, everything's gonna come out. We're gonna swap the other one over here. New timing belt kit, water pump, everything else. And that's where we're at right now. But taking off all the accessories and everything off this engine here, and then eventually getting it over. So got some progress from today. So we're setting up this engine here from the B5, and that's the progress we got on it so far. So we still got to pull the engine from the blue S4, but that's the progress we made today. All right, so there we go. We just completed the timing belt water pump, thermostat, all that stuff. I set timing, release the pin right now, and we're about to rotate this around, make sure all our marks match up. I just pulled out the locking tool right here, and then down below we have the locking pin. So got that all completed. And again, so we're gonna rotate this, make sure everything lines up with our timing marks, and we're essentially good to go. I got most of everything completed. We got the AC compressor that needs to come in, and then actually, you know what, let's walk outside. I'll show you what we got going on over here on the, oh, he already covered it up. Okay, well, let's see. Let's pop this open. So I got this. So as we're going, we're pulling off accessories and stuff that we're going to use on the other engine. So the reason we're doing all this work right here, this is an amazing engine, but we got a couple bent valves over here in cylinder 5 and 6. So for that reason, we're yanking this engine out, putting in the other engine, and this one we're going to build in the garage. It's got stock 2.7 heads, but we're probably gonna swap 2.8 liter heads and just slowly build it in the garage. And when this one pops, or on the red S4 I have, once that one pops, we'll have an extra engine we'll be able to swap in. So that'll be a nice blessing. I want to swap out the KO3s for the KO4s. It makes total sense to do it right now, but you know, it's always it's just money, you know what I mean? So we might still do it. We gotta figure out how much we've tallied up price-wise on parts and stuff that we've done, and if we got enough money left over, then we will do the turbos, upgrade them to the KO4s. So with that being said, this is the work right here, FC Garage out in Fullerton. Guys, so this is pretty much how we're leaving it for the day. Long day, just getting everything all finished up. Tomorrow we'll be yanking the engine out of the other car, but we set the timing, everything right here. We'll be finishing up with all the covers and everything else that we got to do, attach a serpentine belt, fan clutch, things like that. But we're getting close to being finished, at least with this one, so that we can install it in the B5. So with that being said, we're gonna end it here for the day, and we'll continue forward tomorrow.
See if that gives you enough room on that side.
Here we go. All right, so we're walking back with the Pacificos for the boys. We got that thing pulled out. That's awesome. I didn't think it would be out 2 days. So to see that, that's pretty cool. And then I'll make progress on little things I gotta do still here and there with the engine out. And then hopefully, depending on parts and stuff, we'll see how long it takes. So this thing just pulled up. There goes the exhaust for the S4 right there. That's the one, the used engine we had shipped out, and that's the one we pulled out.
Because I'm up with the force circle here. Oh, okay, gotcha.
We lost the house. Parents
Like, nah, I don't know what I'm doing here. Like, I don't know what I'm doing in general, you know? And she was like, nah, like, don't do that. Give it 2 weeks. This is what she told me. I gave it 2 weeks and shit. I've been here 3 years. It'll be 3 years in October. October 8th.
Good, bro.
And then in the morning, and then can you jack it up a little bit? Good. What about that side? Back? Oh, wait, hold on. Give me a 10. 10? Yeah, give me a 10. I don't know if that's a good punch or bad punch. Oh, it's pretty clapped out. It's old for sure.
It's a transmission right there. And then now we got the engine separated. So, all right, so that's the engine that we pulled out of the S4, and we've essentially transferred everything on over here. So this is putting everything together. And then I'm gonna store some parts still. So I'm gonna put a RS4 clutch on it. And for right here, we're gonna do the KO4s. And I don't know, probably take about a week to get everything in and get this all back installed, get the wiring harness done, and that's where we're at. We got a new timing belt kit on there, so that's all taken care of. And you know what? I found the ECU on it. It's a stage 2 right now, so that's pretty cool. It says stage 2. I can't remember the brand on the actual ECU. Actually, let me find it. I'll show you guys. Actually, here. Let's see. We're gonna walk this way. We got these men working, and then hey, look at the man of the hour. And then right here, was it APR? Oh yeah, APR stage 2. So that's pretty cool. All right, so there goes the 2 valve covers, the intake manifold, and we're gonna drop this stuff here off and get it all powder coated before we mount it back onto the engine. So, all right, so there we go. We got everything dropped off there. So we got everything dropped off here. We're gonna get that all taken care of and pick it up Friday next week. So 7 days turnaround time to get everything completed, so that's cool. So he's gonna take it in, get it all sandblasted, stripped with all the chemicals, and then get all the powder coating and everything done. So that's cool, that's perfect. Friday next week works with me. Today's Friday, so we'll get that all done, and we'll head back to the shop now. All right, so I pressure washed the transmission and got all the grease. It was very, very grimy. So now we're gonna paint it now with some bright aluminum and get it ready back for install. So we got the inside all taken care of, bright aluminum. All right, so that's where we're at. Just finished it up right now. I wanted to clean it all up, and that's where it'll sit before install. So we'll roll it back into the shop and put it away for the time being until we have all the rest of the parts for the S4, and then engine will go back in, transmission will go back in. I'm waiting for the RS4 clutch, and then RS4 turbos or KO4 turbos is what we're waiting for. But that's where we're at here, and we'll get this thing put away for now. All right, there we go. The turbos all finished up. Got them all cleaned up here, and haven't done the inlets yet, but I'll do that in a moment. But got everything cleaned out, nice. And the engine's right over here. We're waiting for the valve covers still, intake manifold, which is gonna come. We're getting that powder coated and then bolting everything back up. This is the old engine. This has been a valve. We're gonna keep this one, rebuild it over time, but that's the old one there. So, all right, and there goes the flywheel. We're taking it to be resurfaced right now. The RS4 clutch just got in today, so gonna get that finished up so I can install the clutch. I'm dipping in the Ultima right now. There we go, we got it back.
We'll be able to assemble the clutch now, pop it up on there, and then the turbos. Got those nice and cleaned up. These are the KO4s. Borg Warners we're throwing on. Some 034 turbo inlets, and popping them on now. I do, however, got to order new hardware or fasteners for these. So I'm gonna get 6 brand new ones because this engine didn't come with them when I got it. I have some over there, but I don't want to remove them off of those turbos. I'd rather just get new hardware for these. All right, guys, so I picked up the valve covers from the powder coater. That's the way it came out. Now, the intake manifold isn't on yet. I put on the valve covers yesterday, the gasket, brand new gaskets, stuff like that. But that's where we're at with this. I'm not 100% ecstatic for the price I paid. I mean, they're okay, but I won't be going back to this guy only because it's supposed to be wrinkle red, right? But you can see, I mean, from this far it looks great, but once you start looking at it, I wouldn't mind if I didn't, you know, pay what I paid, but it is what it is. You know, certain people have good expectations within their own business, and then other people just kind of let things out. But long story short, oh, here goes the intake manifold right here. So that's gonna be put back on. I'm not even that happy with this either, because look at it close. I mean, it looks better than stock and all that, so we're gonna go put it on, but that's where we're at. And we're going to remove this now, and then put the other one on. So we stripped everything off the other intake manifold. This is the powder coated one, along with the valve covers, and now we're gonna put the hardware in there. We got the valve cover gaskets in. Actually, man, some way, somehow, that ended up right on the money. Go. Let's throw in and I know there's going to be a million comments about the timing belt. You should have went Continental and all this other BS. You know what? I might swallow my words, but for now, it's what came on the engine, and it was already brand new. It only had like 1,000 miles on it before I took ownership of this car. So to keep our costs low, we're gonna reuse that. And again, the gentleman for the old engine, he bought a brand new timing kit, water pump, tensioner, rollers, the whole kit. And shortly after, I think he bent a valve. Well, he did bend a valve on the driver's side head. I think cylinders 5 and 6. So I had to buy a new engine. I could have rebuilt it with 2.8 heads, but I didn't do that. I decided to just get a new engine, more cost effective, just do the KO4s. And with the old engine, we're gonna keep that garaged up, and we're just gonna build that over time as we have time and money. And this is gonna go in the blue S4, and then the one that we build will go on the red S4. I have 2 S4s, and the red S4 already has KO4s on it. This has KO4s, so the engine that we end up building will be a built engine all put together, maybe RS6, for sure RS6 turbos, maybe a single turbo kit, I don't know. It's just gonna happen over the years. However, whenever we got the extra cash, you know how expensive this business is, and or how expensive cars are. So, all right, awesome. I got pretty much all the bolts in. Got it all torqued down. All right, so there goes the beautiful transmission that's going on this S4. And then I'll show you what we buttoned up today. This old intake manifold, old engine, and we pretty much got everything all buttoned up. I gotta put the starter in, get the wiring connected right here, the turbo and the piping, put on the covers and stuff in the front, power steering, crank pulley. But made quite a bit of progress today, so it's huge news. So that's where we're leaving it for today. We're ending it. We're done right there. So